everyone. So today is day 6 of my meditation challenge, and this is like the 6th time I've recorded this. I actually put up one, you might have been notified if you're subscribed, and it turned out that my mic was on mute the whole time, which was actually more of a blessing because I was in the middle of processing something really crazy, and I just feel so much better right now. So I feel like I can really get in the flow, but even though that video that I had put up was totally authentic, I just did not feel in the flow at all. I was really angry and really irritated, and I think that's what I want to talk to you guys about today, is how when we start really reprogramming and detaching ourselves from this identity that we have, that there's a part of us that is attached to that. And so it's literally like a death process. And there's a mourning process that we go through. And so all of the emotions that we experience are us mourning that identity. And when we get into this space where we can be in our heart, we can literally feel it being that temper tantrum and have compassion for it. And it's almost like it's separate from us. It's like, oh yeah, I'm really irritated right now. That's just my little 5-year-old going off because he's not getting the sadness or he's not getting the failure that I've been giving him for the last 20 years. Or whatever it is that you're unprogramming from. And that's what I'm going through right now. Is I'm so full of inspiration and it feels so good. And I will find myself getting up at 2:00 in the morning thinking, oh my God, this is so amazing. I have to share it with you. And it feels really good. And I'm releasing that attachment to you needing me, or me needing you to like me, or appreciate me. And I was having just a really hard time this morning with it. I was so angry and so irritated. I actually spent like the whole morning just getting in the flow of things. I finished my website last week, and so this morning we got all of the domains set up, so it's all ready to go. And I got a G Suite account, so I have an email address now, and next week I'm getting my new logo, and I already have the concept, and I have some poster boards, and I have the whole way of how I'm going to create my 12-week course, and I'm bursting with excitement. But when I came on to do the video, and I was, it was just like it was totally off. I was so irritated. I just realized that it's just like that, like I'm so attached to failure. I'm so attached to being a martyr because that gives me so much more love than success, because I've put my heart out on the string on the line before, and all I've gotten is rejection, and that doesn't give me any love from people. So being a martyr, being that person who's constantly failing, it does give me more love than putting my heart out. So the difference is that I'm celebrating just putting my heart out and having that give me love, and me giving myself love for pouring my heart out and creating all of these things. And that martyr, that person, was getting love from external sources, like that was more important. And so I would get more love from being a martyr than from pouring my heart out. So lots of emotion came up for me yesterday because I had that video and it was so intense, right? And it was just me being in the flow of things, similar to how I am now, just flowing through and being so authentic and so pure and so raw and so vulnerable. And I got like 9 views and no comments, and none of my friends watched it, at least that I know of. And that's all in my head. That's all the illusion. That's all that identity that's attached to needing that validation. Because, you know, if I'm going to be really honest here, I haven't watched a lot of my friends' videos. I don't have that time or read every single one of my friends' blogs, and it's ridiculous to have that expectation. Like, why do you need to validate my amazingness for us to be friends? What, like, that is something that is going way out the window, and it's really exciting. So that's what's going on, and that's probably why I really wasn't in the flow this morning. And I feel like I am now, and so the changes that I'm going through is that I'm really just so full of inspiration all the time. I've been feeling constantly inspired, but I'm also like I'm living a double life. Like, my mind can go one way or the other. And the more I get centered into my heart, I can acknowledge what is the temper tantrum and what is inspiration. And it's really amazing because I have had a really rough week, just so much processing. I've been like staring at the wall all day because I'm processing, and I have to be present with that. And it can get overwhelming. Last night just got way too overwhelming for me. And so we ended up going to Fred Meyer and getting some snackage. And I came home and I felt so good. It felt so awesome. So I wrote this blog post about it. And it's really just about being so patient with ourselves and allowing ourselves to find normalcy in times of extreme transformation, and allowing ourselves to fall back on what is comfortable when we need to, you know, like how can we ground ourselves through this? You know, when I first started doing this, I watched Supernatural for the first couple days, only a couple of episodes, but it was still like part of me. Like, I still needed that to feel normal, to feel like my world isn't completely falling apart. And I think that that's really important, that we learn that balance and continue progressing, but making sure that we don't feel miserable. This isn't supposed to make you feel miserable. Sometimes, yeah, it feels really crappy, and there are a million other ways of receiving love. That is one of our needs, and that need can be met in multiple different ways. So you can just think of, well, if I'm receiving love from being a failure and I'm detaching that, well, I'm going to have to receive love in another way. And, you know, obviously, ideally, you want to receive love from yourself. But we have to be realistic here. We're not used to that. And so sometimes, like eating really healthy food would be a way to receive love externally and internally, because you're nourishing your body, right? But even eating like unhealthy food can make you feel better during that time of overwhelm, and it will still be something to celebrate because it'll help you breathe. Like, okay, I can breathe. I can feel good about my transformation. I can make a better decision next time. This is exciting again. And that's super, super, super important when we're doing anything, because otherwise I wouldn't be here. Otherwise I would be giving up. Otherwise I would be like just throwing in the towel, because who wants to live in misery on a constant basis? Not me. And you also have to think that this is a detox, that it's that mourning process. Like, your body's mourning, your body literally gets addicted to your emotional states biologically. Like, the hormones that you secrete in your hormone centers, like your thyroid, and your body gets addicted to them. And your brain, your spine, the base of your spine will send up signals when it doesn't have enough anger, and it'll put thoughts into your head to make you feel angry. So some of the thoughts that you're thinking aren't even coming from you, they're coming from your body trying to get more anger. And so when you can like detach yourself from that and just be like, oh, that's just my 5-year-old, she's angry, it's okay. I'm here in my heart, and this is just a beautiful experience. I'm just gonna let her go to town and know that I am absolute love, and I don't need to operate on that program that she's having me. Like, I don't need to operate in that anger anymore. I can operate here, but she's gonna have a fit because, well, she's not getting her way. I say she because I'm a girl. Anyways, this feels so much better. I feel so much better about this video because I feel like this is a lot more beneficial for you guys and for me. And so I'm excited about some of the things that I'm creating. I have a blog up, I have my website up, it's all ready to go. It's called theemotionalwellnesscoach.com. And, if you feel like checking it out, you can. I got a new email address, so you can still reach me at tappedintolove@gmail.com if you want to contact me. But my new email address is jen at theemotionalwellnesscoach.com. And I'd prefer, and I'm going to get everything transferred over to there. So all of these videos that I'm doing, I have a new YouTube channel. Everything is getting transferred over there. So I'm really excited about it. And the amazing thing is that it doesn't really matter to me if you're excited about it, because I am. And that's all that matters to me right now. And that feels radically different than anything before, especially considering what happened yesterday. So I know that these videos will go to the people who need them, and I totally trust that. And that feels really good. So I hope that this video has found you because you need it if you're watching it. And if you need anything else, you can email me, or if you would like to talk to me, if you'd like to share your experiences, or if you have any questions about my 30-day challenge. I'm doing a video every day for 30 days. I am off Facebook for 30 days, although I have been logging on to see what is going on with my videos and to do a little bit of business work, but I'm just not going to do that. I'll have someone else do it for me. My husband can definitely take care of that because it's bringing up stuff that, whatever. So, and then I'm meditating for 2 hours a day. An hour in the morning and an hour at night. And so that's where all of the intense transformation is coming from, is me unraveling my nervous system, getting into parasympathetic mode, and really, really starting to reprogram my brain pretty intensely. So lots of really intense experiences have already happened and will. I've increased it to 90 days. So I don't know if I'm going to be doing videos for 90 days, but we'll see. Anyways, this video has gotten into 14 minutes and I'm rambling on. So I will see you guys tomorrow for day 7. I love you. Thank you. The Emotional Wellness Coach. That's me. .com. Bye.